Make come on, we going. Make come on, we going. All day, all night.
We jump in the line. Oh oh, are you ready? Everybody jump in the line. Oh oh oh,
You better leave me 4 o'clock on the road.
Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival? Ooh, that's going to tick off quite a few people. September 27, 2014, I began the process of documenting Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival. It was an interesting journey to say the least. During my time in the Bahamas, I'd had an opportunity to observe the procedures and production of Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival from all aspects. In addition, I was given access to the Saxon Superstars Party and Pace Shack to observe the production of Junkanoo. I felt that this was necessary to give the audience a better understanding of the amount of work and energy that goes into producing Junkanoo products. This will make more sense when we start looking at the economic value of Carnival versus Junkanoo. Please note that there are various interpretations of this particular project. DI documentary, Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival, examines culture versus commerce and is based on the amount of access given to my team.
I expect the people who are in charge of these groups or bands to have best business practices.
Well, the restrictions, in Junkanoo in terms of what we use, what we've traditionally used, and what we try to keep as the foundation of Junkanoo.
Junkanoo is the Bahamas' Christmas winter festival. There's no reason a country cannot have more than one festival during the course of a year. So the idea of Junkanoo being our winter festival, Carnival can be our spring festival, Goombay Summer can be our summer festival. So you can have different festivals. When your culture is so deep and varied, you can do different things at different times of the year. And so I think this is absolutely awesome.
I'm Celeste Marshall. I'm here at Bahamas Masqueraders Mass Camp. We're trying to get these costumes together so that we can be ready for the inaugural Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival that's going to be held May 7th through the 9th here in the Bahamas. So we're working pretty hard, just trying to get everything ready for that.
We party in sun or rain, we don't care what the people say. Once the music hit my veins, so much powers I can't explain. Until I go and day, we find that take me away. All of my friends will say,
I wanna see you with no business. I'm pretending in front of the mirror. I'm starting there for you. Call your body looking good, and you put me in a mood. When you whine, you whine so good. She call me. Take shit in the if I'm sorry, oh, you're whining. You all ready right now? I know we got some box of whiners out here. Hey, give me a second. I need my people to get ready now.
yellow your bad so.
Red bad, sir.
Are you bad so?
Let me see your Bahamas.
Are you rude?
You wanna ruin too?
I wanna take a little piece of.
Take little piece. If you need permission, you need to be on your wine. You gotta wine for real now. Oh, hold it in. Where you almost on the road? Let me see you go down.
Well, if I bring my wife in the street with me, and my friends and my and people from the States want to whine and jump on him for the first time, you know, you can do that. And it's supposed to be no problem with that.
Because we also want to, in the effort of promoting Bahamas Carnival, also promote Junkanoo.
I'm glad it rained. You could go in the rain. The point of this is we must be weather resistant. All this material that take rain, it ain't gonna fall apart, it ain't gonna rock. And it's lightweight. Anyone can carry it. The female hat is made of plastic, all plastic. Man, I need you, man. I need you. Away from the cardboard. No cardboard, no contact. Contact don't dry under pressure, so everybody who's trying to get this last costume out, contact don't dry. We said Junkanoo man, you know. I'm gonna tell you this. You know, this is a trial run. Oh yeah. So you know. That is right. We appreciate you for bringing this stuff.
I expect in the fullness of the set line, we'll have a group of 2-4 hours.
Easy. Minimum. This is a multi-million-dollar enterprise. This week alone, right? Because of production, they had to turn it over. Yeah, I tell them not a group and stuff. That's not a group. You can handle load up. Innovation. And that's with planning. We planned for 500 ahead of time. We did all the basics. And still, even at the end of the day, we still innovate.
The idea of this is not just only to have fun, but this is going to be a major economic, business, enterprising activity in the Bahamas.
We do street parade. When you see a carnival, you see mostly people on trucks or DJ set. But when you see on the road, they rush on truck, and they don't carry instruments like us.
Yeah, and that's the difference
That's
of it.
The difference. They don't carry instruments.
I think more people are concerned about the costume aspect of Junkanoo versus Carnival and how the preparation of costumes are going to change the way Junkanooers.
But Carnival costume, they're smaller and skimpy.
Carnival costume easier than Junkanoo costume.
That's what I said, yeah.
Because as in Carnival days, you use cloth, we use paper. All our work is strip for strip.
Hey, my name is April Burrows. I'm a fashion designer, and I got involved with the Bahamas Carnival, in particular, Bahamas Masquerade Group. I was called by a friend who asked me if I was interested in designing one of the costumes. Of course, I jumped on it right away because it's another opportunity to show my artistic creativity, and costumes is not something that I do very often, but whenever I get a chance to, I kind of jump on it.
Pot in the greatest little nation in the world, but we're going to show them how we do it, how the Bahamians do it, and I guarantee you no one will do it better than us.
When you see the masqueraders lining up, we want breakthrough. Spread up, everybody spread up. No time to stand and stick, getting bunches, smoking split. Spread up, spread up. Night or day, I had
Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival. Bad for the economy? While the noise in the market was extremely loud, radio shows boosted their ratings, discussing the exorbitant amount of money spent on Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival. Groups of entertainers rallied supporters, saying that this project was bad for the economy and bad for... However, their counterparts in the creative industry, and when I say creative industry, I mean DJs, photographers, graphic artists, designers, clothing designers, artists in general, makeup artists, models, and oh yes, and musicians, to name a few, were able to work consistently over the course of 9 months during a time period where opportunity is scarce and limited. Bad for the economy? You beat the judge.
I guess I have a problem with the lack of respect that they're showing Junkanoo. Because if you look at Carnival, who is all the guys who are doing Carnival, it's the Junkanooers. So it almost is okay. So create a situation where you pick what you want to do now. So okay, I'm gonna do less Junkanoo because I know next year I got to do this Carnival. You see, that's the kind of situation that is created.
It's like birds flying south, you know, and it ain't no comparison between the two. I don't compare Junkanoo with Carnival. Carnival is a new baby that's about to be birthed, right? Carnival, Junkanoo has been around for 400 years plus. We have developed so much in the art form of Junkanoo, right? That there's nothing like it. There's nothing that can compare to it. The Carnival would be a time when we would want to entertain people, mostly from abroad actually, because Junkanoo is a Bahamian tradition, right? And as a result, it's designed for us as a people. Carnival is designed for people other than us, even though we're gonna have some Bahamians involved with it, all right? But we want to attract people from the diaspora. We want
whole thing we're doing now, art, culture, music, dance, you're telling a story of the Bahamas. That's what this is about. This is not about what people see out there. Oh, we're doing this, we're spending $10 million on that. We're building this building, we're doing a stadium, we're having a show, we're doing Junkanoo Carnival, we have this parade. No. This is transmitting the story. This is a transfer of knowledge from one generation to the other.
A new day dawning, and fatin calling. No time for stalling. Let's go. Wake up everyone who's sleeping. Meet me on the road. New inspiration, no contemplation. Deliver.
Let's think about it. Look at everything, review it, make early decisions on it. But it's the business side I'm saying to you. You know, at a certain stage, it's going to have now, how many people do I need working, for how long during the year, early designs of the costumes, all right, and these are ready.
Absolutely. As opposed to Junkanoo, we hide our designs so no one can see it.
Exactly.
So
but
we hide
here
it. You also can't buy it.
Correct.
Right.
Right. So
exactly.
this design now you bring out early and promote.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And it's just the best design that you could get.
In no way, shape or form it should interfere with Junkanoo. If you look at the past Junkanoo experiences from Thunderball, for instance, with James Bond in 1960s, the type of Junkanoo they were doing back then is totally different from now because of the Carnival influences. A lot of the skeleton work on the costumes are done from aluminum rods, which was probably introduced from Carnival or someone going to Carnival. A lot of the beads you see, a lot of the feather work that's happening right now, we have them in the Junkanoo costume. So I don't think it'll interfere with anything. If anything, that'll enhance or to broaden person's mind, maybe get them open to use of other materials to sort of speed up the process in which the costumes are prepared and the durability of them.
Remember in contact, just eliminated sewing. Used to sew.
Okay.
It's sail needle.
Okay.
When you get your pieces, instead of sticking them together, you have to sew them.
The cloth?
It's sail needle with Raphael.
Okay.
That's what Raphael used to use for. We used to sew Raphael, like what they used to make the baskets. Sew costume together.
I participated in Junkanoo as a street dancer, mostly what we call the pigs. But I can tell you today in this room, the artistry, the high, it is absolutely fantastic.
It's going to affect us so much, right? Because carnival is just basically individual thing where you have individual pieces, not a lead piece, a dancer, and you know all them stuff like that, right? Carnival is only mean personal. You get your little pieces, and we could do them in almost an hour. We could sit down and do like almost 5 costumes. Just their design is different, and they're light, and they're just for you personally. So, you're trying to put a lead piece together and a banner together. So I don't think it's going to affect that much.
Now, after taking a look at the way you guys design your product, it seems like you're building these not necessarily like other Caribbean islands, but still there's a lot of Junkanoo influences in this.
Me being a Junkanoo designer, we're going to take the fundamentals of Junkanoo and just apply it to the different type of materials that we use for carnival.
Well, the plywood is expensive, and the cardboard could do the same job, but then all we do is covered with a durable material.
Just book is in the hand of the heartbeat. Whenever there's a problem, someone gets leave for the flight, we know just how much members, how much food's supposed to be in the dressing room, the whole 9 yards. This is it right here.
Alright, so we're going to turn it over back to the 242.
You proud to be alive, then put your hands up in the air. Oh yeah, everybody who proud to be alive, let me see you. You proud to be alive, then put your hands up in the air. Get ready to wave, get ready. Wave it to the left, wave it to the right, wave it to the left. Wave it to the right.
So we are in Miami, Florida, well, Fort Lauderdale, getting ready to go to 99 Jams.
Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Nice to meet you. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
How are you?
Good.
Wow.
Good.
So who flew in from the Bahamas?
We all did.
Well, welcome. Let me be the first to welcome you. My name is Mark McKenzie. I'm a media consultant with Cox Media Group, so I represent all 4 brands. We have Hot 105, 99 Jams, who you guys are going to interview with today, WFBZ, and Hits 97.3.
Wait, I had a question to the both of you. How is this the first one? Like, I would have assumed that Bahamas had carnival every year. How did this come about? And
well, we have a Junkanoo Festival,
Yeah.
which is what we've been celebrating from time immemorial. I can't even say when it started. That is a celebration of our culture, but it's not as inclusive. Visitors come to watch, but what we wanted to do is invite visitors from all over the world, especially here in South Florida, to come and experience the culture, to experience the music, to put on the costume. So with Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival, you have a chance to go online, choose your costume, wear it, dance in the street for Road Fever. You get to go and listen to the music. You're a part of the festival. So we're doing things a little different.
But that's different than all the other carnivals.
You hear the energy. Tonight is all about the Junkanoo Carnival kickoff. Inside the Madhouse, Cafe Iguana's 8358 Pines Boulevard is gonna be a zoo.
In the Bahamas, we're about to embark on something that the country has never seen, but certainly you are our brothers and sisters from the neighboring USA. We want you to be a part of, to join us, to celebrate our culture in a very unique way.
rush along with the Saxons, and I have my own female section group. It's called Saxons Diamonds. It is not going to be so controversial as other people might seem it to be. We just have to embrace that instead of just having one, we can have two, and why not have both worlds?
The difference is Carnival, you just go and pick up your costume and dance. Junkanoo, you have to help make it, decorate it, and prepare. Junkanoo has a little bit more artistic expression to it. Carnival is just a lot of beads and feathers and smaller costumes.
Firstly, we wanted to ensure that we did not leave Junkanoo behind. And we thought, as Junkanoo was originally and quintessentially Bahamian, that adding that will give us a brand second to none. That's why it was added. Now, because the Bahamas is the closest offshore country to the United States of America, we have another advantage, proximity.
Now, this structure here is still in its production process. We are about 3 weeks out from the parade, and as you can see, they have a large project that they have to get out, in addition to other things that they're doing in different shacks.
Scales. So when we craft the paper, then we stick it in with the glitter. We take a pattern and we make a scale pattern and we cut it out, and we just apply it to the costume.
Getting the shape of this dragon body. By doing the strips, you get a good formation of what the dragon body will be. By putting one piece on at a time, as you can see, it's already started taking. Okay, we've already passed the stripping process. Now it's time to go to the close-up stage, which is fairly simple. So all we're going to do is cut this up in maybe some 8-inch strips, and then we're going to cover it. Remember when we started the dragon, and this is the end result of the construction side of it.
In the grind. We're 2 days away from Bay, and I'm wrapping a noodle. But this is not for Boxing Day. This is for New Year's. And I'm just following the instructions. Hopefully, it's correct. So now we're working on carnival costumes. What exactly is it that you're doing now?
Right now I've already traced the desired pattern onto what we call white foam. I'm actually cutting out a front piece design that I just made a little earlier. I'm going to make about 2 of these tonight, and in about 1 hour you should see the final product. Okay, let me get the pattern now for the armbands. The only difference is that, like I said earlier, the materials that we use in Junkanoo is a bit different. Junkanoo is a little primitive, and these new materials that are allowed in Carnival, because there are no rules that is restricting us for using any type of material we want to use for Carnival. In Junkanoo we have so many rules, you know, and the costume has to be 75% pasted with any type of paper and all that kind of stuff. As in Carnival, there are no rules. You're free to use any type of material that you want to use as an artist, and so your expression, you know, of your designs are, you know, are more vast. You know, a designer like myself, there's no limit to what I can do with this material here. You know, Junkanoo is very limited. Look how nice that is. Colors already there, almost ready to go. And so after designing this costume, I can go home early to my family and relax and enjoy the evening. The difference with Junkanoo, I'd have been here till about 2 a.m. Still not achieved the goal. My family is home waiting on me. Can't go because I want to accomplish a certain, I want to get so far in a costume for the night. But I'll be home shortly and this costume will be finished. And the good part about it is that someone is paying me to do this. Your culture will always be a culture. Like in Junkanoo, you know, Junkanoo we started off with a lot of primitive materials, and now, you know, we're using a lot of styrofoam in Junkanoo. This type of foam is coming in Junkanoo. You know, a lot of weatherproof type material is coming in Junkanoo because Junkanoo, the costume is so easily destroyed by weather. Can't hold up in the draft, can't hold up in the rain.
We coming, we coming. Coming out with my posse and my crew, spread out.
All them working together. That was my point. This brings everybody together. This is a country thing.
So on what's happening now, I think it's a big impact. Number one, yeah, we had to spend some monies to advertise it properly and market, etc. But right now, as you can see, we have quite a bit of persons on the production team. You have graphic design companies who are making monies probably during the slow period. You have artisans who are actually helping out. They're able to make some monies. Those are the ones who are especially self-employed, and you can see there are materials being sold, home fabrics, Bahamas for welding and fire. Anybody that sells art and craft supplies, they are booming right now. They have welders who are needed, they have production persons, they have musicians. I mean, so overall I think the economy will benefit, especially during the so-called slow period before summer actually happens.
This is about people who want to form companies to engage in the business of Junkanoo Carnival, where they are going to design costumes for sale, and those costumes will be patented, trademarked, whatever they do legally, so it's their costume. So it's about the business now, and they're going to sell those costumes. It means that they have to deliver qualitatively, and they have to deliver on time. And that's what this is about. Business at its best.
Well, the process for our Junkanoo costume has a lot of rules where we have to stay within a certain confines. But with your carnival costume, your creative ability even expands even more. You can use Junkanoo material, you can use other material, any material that is at your hands. You can use more indigenous Bahamian material. And so the possibilities are unlimited.
But we want to create new businesses for our bands, all right? right, and new entrepreneurship for Bahamians. And so rather than us hanging around to wait for someone to come and invest in the Bahamas for us to get jobs, we can create our own jobs. And we have successfully done so by introducing what we call Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival.
Anybody not doing the dance? Anybody not doing the dance? Sing! Sing the part now. Give me up! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, hey, no. Yes! Let me see that ready right now. You ready now? If you're ready to party right now, put your hands in there right now. Give me water. Get the phone right now. Get the phone ready. Let's go. Everybody looks sad. I say, help me say, business is gonna be a drag. Over again, business is gonna be a drag. Guess what? Then all at once it happened. I saw that prettiest girl in this world. I say, won't you come over and talk to me and be my girl? I say, won't you come over and talk to me and be my girl? No lazy girl, no lazy girl, no lazy girl. My mama told me 3 years ago I wasn't married. No me girl, no me girl, no me girl. Watch me. If they don't soca music, Bahamas is the first carnival. Watch me here. It's the summer. Everything's on my toes. They want to go. It's the first. We have my honey home. They want to go. What's up with you? They say we come. I'm from this mother. Too much of the only here. Just like me, I love it. We see trouble. We feel like a honor. We know crazy was harder. It's party before the summer. Bahamas, everyone talk about that. All I know is when this time I call you, it was okay. Get ready to wait it. Get ready to wait it. And I know it could be back and I will fight it. And I don't want you to tell Anybody ready for Junkanoo Carnival right now? Make some noise. Ready? We never truck on the road. We never truck on the road. We never truck on the road. We never tell them, baby. Everybody, let's go. Stand up.
And you ready to do this?
Give it up for Joakim Town from Colombia.
Now, so what's going on? Colombia, baby, are you ready for have a good time? I said, are you ready? Okay, show me some love. Let's do this shit. Come on.
going to use its marketing might and put its might behind this. So we're going to be kicking in major marketing.
For the ladies. Oh yeah. Let's give him a little t-shirt right now. What about now? Let's t-shirt. I don't know if you ever listened before. I'm not sure.
Who could stop me from drinking up my body? I drinking and I lively and got shut this place right now. Music get me high beat. That drum boy make me cry. If you don't like what you see, shut your eyes. Right now it's party time. Sexy girls wanna see you on. We coming. Coming out with my posse and my crew. Spread out, spread out. When you see the masqueraders lining up, we want breakthrough. Spread out, everybody spread out. No time for standing still, gazing, watching, smoking, split. Spread out,